Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So like you all know that previously we have worked on default parameters because we have learned about function parameters as well in C++, and we have seen difference between both parameters, like what are function parameters and what are default parameters, and we have also learned about difference between them. So today in this video I will be telling you about that what are other different parameters which you can use in C++, and one of them parameters were default parameters and the second parameters which we will be learning is in this video. So I hope you'll be enjoying this video in which we will be learning about a different parameter here. So if you enjoy this video from start and if you understand that how we can use different parameters here in C++, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell as well so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel. So in this video, we will be not only learning about one parameter like we have learned previously about default parameter, we will be learning about multiple parameters which we will be using in C++ in this video. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get started. So now here we are on the computer screen, and like in a start I've told you that today I will be telling you about multiple parameters like in C++ if you're using multiple parameters, so how you can do that and what is the difference between a multiple parameter which you are using and the previous parameter which we have used was default parameter, so how you can work with that as well. So now if we talk about multiple parameters here, so in multiple parameters inside the function you can add as many parameters as you want. Like if I want to add multiple parameters which can be a function parameter, which can be a default parameter, and which can be a multiple parameter, so I have to add many parameters as I want. So for that I will be using multiple parameters there, so I can add as many parameters as I want. So this is the function which I have created, and in this function I have added the three values, or you can say two values here, and in two values I have added one value which is a function parameter, and the second value which I have added is a default parameter. So I have added two parameters in one function, and now when I move down and if I call that function, so the output which you will be getting will be as Liam Raffisness, which is the last name which we have added here as a normal parameter running. It is getting 3 years old because the age we have added of the user is 3. Then the second we are getting is 14, and then the third we are getting is 30, the age. So that's the thing, how we are getting all these outputs or all these parameters running here in my console. So what I'm going to do is I'll be just copying these all things here so that I can just see if I'm running it in my text editor, so what output I'm getting here in my console. Then if I move down and see what is the note written here, so it is written, note that when you are working with multiple parameters, the function call must have the same number of arguments as there are parameters, and the arguments must be passed in the same order. It is just saying me that if you are working with multiple parameters, so the function call must have the same number of arguments which are in parameters, and the argument must be passed in the same order. Like you are normally using a parameter, so you have to pass that arguments in a same order like you are doing it in normal parameters. So that's the thing. Just so I'll be just copying this total example here, and I'll be moving on to my Replit IDE, and after moving to Replit I'll be just moving to my default parameters file, and I will be just changing the name here because I'm just working on multiple parameters in this video. So I'll be writing multiple parameters like this, and I'll be writing here in C++, and press enter to just change the title, and you can just see the title has been changed, and now our file has been just rebooting here so that we can get all the things working. And then I'll be removing these all things here, and then we'll be working on the like other codes which we have copied here. So now I will be writing include IOStream, and after adding it I will be now just moving down, and here I will be writing using namespace std like this, and then I'll be moving down again, and I'll be just not using init main right now because we have to use it in the end when we have to call the function. So I'll be pasting all the things which I have copied, and now here I have used init main so that I can call my function which I have added here. You can give any of the name to your function, but I have written the function name as my function here, and we have also used void value because I don't need to return any value here. That's why I have used it. Now in this my function we have used two parameters. The one parameter which we have used is called as a function parameter, and the second parameter which we have used is called as a default parameter. So we have used multiple parameters in only one function. That's amazing. And now the first parameter which we have used, function parameter, I have written the last name here of every first name which we have added, which is referenceness, and in the function parameter video we have used this same example here. And then now the second thing which we have done here in default parameter is that we have added age of the user. We have just added a space and then we have added years old. So now you will be getting here 3 years old, then here you will be getting 14 years old, and you will be getting 30 years old. I have also used this \n so that I can get one space after every function which I have called now. So I will be running this by pressing this run REPL to see what output I am getting here is. So I will be running it. After running the output, you can see what I'm getting is. The output I'm getting is Liam Referenceness 3 years old, Jenny Referenceness 14 years old, and Anja Referenceness 30 years old. So we are getting 3 full names with 3 ages here, which is amazing because we are using 2 different type of parameters here, and that we called this as a multiple parameters. So I hope you understand how we are getting these outputs running. Now, if you want to remove this full stop which we are getting after every you can say after every name, so we need to just remove this thing, and then you can also remove one line space as well, because already we are getting a space, so we don't need to just get space from here, but we can get space from the first name. So that's the thing. I'll be just doing this thing again, and I will be now running it here. Like, you can just remove the console, and normally you can press run here. But if the button is not working, so you can just reload the page. You can save this file, and normally you can just reload the page again to just check if I'm normally getting the output. So now if I run this file again, so you can just see now the output we are getting is like Liam Referenceness 3 years old, and then we are getting Jenny Referenceness like 14 years old. I'll be giving a space. Now if I save and run, after saving and running, you can just see we are getting Liam Referenceness 3 years old, Jenny Referenceness 14 years old, and Anja Referenceness 30 years old, and the full stop which we were getting is also removed because I have removed after the last name. So I hope you understand that how we are getting all these things running here. You can also add some text layer like Liam Referenceness is, and then you can give a space again like this. And now if you do that and if you save and run, so you can just see we are now getting like this, or you can give a space here, save it here, and then run it. You can just see now we are getting Liam Referenceness is 3 years old, Jenny Referenceness is 14 years old, and Anja Referenceness is 30 years old. So we are getting 3 different names, and we are also getting this is text here which we have added after the last name, and then we are also getting the age of every user which we have called in my function variable or in my function. So I hope you understand how we are getting these all things printed and how we are getting our outputs printed here. So I just hope you understand that how we can just work with multiple parameters in C++, like we have used function parameter as well, and we have used default parameters as well. Like we have used 2 types of parameter using multiple parameters. So if you have enjoyed this video and if you understand that how we can use multiple parameters here in C++, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell as well, so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I will be uploading in future. So I will be uploading more videos like that, and remember to check out my all the previous video which I have uploaded on my C++ playlist, so that you can learn about more other things as well. Like we have learned about variables, elements, operators, and now we have also learned about functions as well, and functions parameters as well. So just I'll be meeting you in next project or in next tutorial video of C++ from start. So for today, goodbye.